Hey again everyone, and welcome back. Today I'm going to be doing a review on these two pieces from my own personal 1/64 scale collection. And as you can see, these are Die-Cast Promotions 1/64 scale tractor trailers. Now these are in no way new trucks. They've been out for several years now, I believe. Got them around the time they were released. I'd say the runs are done and they're probably sought after these days. But being the month of October, you can possibly see as to why I decided to review these two pieces. And they are, first off, Peterbilt 379 with 53-foot flatbed trailer, and also a Peterbilt 389 with, again, another 53-foot flatbed trailer. But anyways, enough chit-chat, let's get into this review. Alright, so real quick, I'm just going to show you the boxes here, and you can see that DCP does a really good job presenting these trucks, and that's the one thing I really like about these boxes. And I'll show you some of the information, and if you want to read any of that, you can pause the video. Most of it's just licensing information and what have you, so you can see all that there. And then there's the information for the 379, and bringing up the 389 again, you can see very well presented in the box. And pretty much the same details on this box as there was for the box to the 379. Again, you got your licensing information right there. Interestingly, you got a Goodyear sticker, probably because this truck has stamped Goodyear tires. And interestingly, there's the information, and they put this little bit on here rather than just your item number and barcode. So, yeah, go ahead and get these out of the box and take a closer look. So with the packaging removed, now you can get a better look at how good these trucks are and just the fine details on them, which we'll go ahead and look at a little closer here. Just going to move the camera real quick. And to move the camera down, zoomed in closer, and now you can see the fine details on these trucks a little better. But I want to go ahead and take a closer look here, and we'll start with the 379 Peterbilt. And just looking at the whole setup here, I mean, it looks pretty good. And me personally, I really enjoy these pink trucks because, in my opinion, they're so different compared to everything else out there. I mean, how many times have you seen either a green truck or a red truck or blue or yellow? You know, pink isn't as common. So for this truck, you know, in my opinion, I quite like it. And same can be said for the 389 in the background. But I'm going to go ahead and look at the rig here first, and it's got the standard details you've come to expect from DCP. You know, it's got the opening hood, and this Pete is Cummins powered. Also working steering and working suspension. Set it down here, and not as pronounced as some other trucks, I guess, but it is there. And probably don't need to point out a lot of these other details. You guys can probably see them for yourselves. But, you know, you got turn signals, horns, mirrors, air cleaners, just all around bunch of detail. Chains on the headache rack at the back there. Also your air lines and what have you. Nice chrome fenders. Tail lights. Just overall very nice. And also drive shaft detail on the bottom, exhaust detail. Just an overall quality product, really. And that's the one thing that makes DCP trucks so collectible, is just the amount of detail. And I'm not sure how well this will show up on camera, but you do have quite a bit of detail in the cab there. It's, like I said, I don't know how well that's going to show up, but you know, they really put a lot of effort into these trucks. But there's the rig itself, and looking at the trailer, this is a Road Brute, and you can see the landing gear on these trailers does work. Unscrews like that. And the trailers as well have working suspension on them, and you can see here the suspension on the trailer is quite a bit better than the truck. But you got toolboxes or chain cabinets, whatever they're called. Detail on the back, tail lights, turn signals, backup lights, so on. There's the deck of the trailer. Just overall really nice truck. There's a look at the axles. So, yeah, And that's going to be the 379 with the 53-foot road brute trailer, I guess. And we'll go ahead and look at the 389 next. So here's the 389 combo set, and it's basically the same as the 379 here. And bringing the rig, you can see about the same amount of detail. Opening hood, this is Cummins powered as well. Has the working steering. And it does have suspension as well, but I believe the fenders limit it because it doesn't seem to really do much. But let you guys see the details on this truck. Like I said, about the same, except it's a 389, not a 379. Different horns, no headache rack, but it does keep the airline hoses. And same detail underneath as well. And if I bring in the flatbed here, this is another 53-foot road brute. And again, pretty much the same detail. Does have the Goodyear graphics on the tires are pink. Although personally I would have preferred if the frame was pink just like on the 53-footer for the 379. And same with the deck. But overall, you know, doesn't take away from the details. And something else I just got to thinking here is I think being the 389 has bigger windows, you might be able to see the details in the cab there. Not sure if you can see that or not. Might be able to see a little bit there. They do have a sticker for like the gauges and such. It's quite impressive. But anyways, that is the 389. And I gotta say, quite an impressive truck. To be honest with you, they're both impressive in my eyes. But yeah, move on to final thoughts. So what are my thoughts on these trucks? Well, the DCP quality is definitely there. And me personally, what I like the most about these has to be the diversity of them. Because they're pink. It's not a common color. It's so different. And the fact that these trucks are pink, it makes them stand out more compared to like a black truck or a red truck. And that's what I like the most about these. Now, the only gripe and complaint I would have with these trucks would be the pricing. And at the time I bought these, I got the 379 combo for $60, and the 389 came in at a little bit more at $72. And both of those prices don't include shipping. And some of you guys are probably thinking, well, that doesn't sound too bad for those trucks. But what I'm getting at is the pricing for DCP trucks lately is starting to get a little ridiculous, because some combos out there, you're paying about $100 for a set. And I mean, that depends on where you get it, when you get it, and what you get. But, I mean, I know a couple years back there, DCP apparently had a 10% price increase, which guys and collectors were not too happy about, but I don't know if there's been any price changing since then. All I've seen is the price seems to keep going up, and I remember when these trucks were far cheaper to purchase. But, you know, these two trucks here, I definitely recommend them. The 379, this truck has been out of production for quite some time. I have not seen a lot of these pop up. So, you know, if you can get your hands on it, you may be paying quite a bit of cash too. But the 389, I've seen that still available for purchase on different websites and what have you. Apparently these trucks, there were only 252 pieces ever made. So, I'm not sure how common these would be, but like I said, I do know they're still available for purchase on some sites. So, if you can get your hands on one of these, if you can find one, definitely would be the easier route compared to the 379. I've actually had guys in the past wanted to buy this particular combo from me, but believe me, I won't sell it. I quite enjoy these pink trucks. They're definitely something that stands out in my collection. But anyways, that's going to do it for this review. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Be sure to like and subscribe, all that other good stuff. And hopefully I can do more reviews like this in the future. So take care.